Hi everyone, it's Mark. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to those of you who want to be real estate investors. One question that I get asked a lot is whether you need a real estate license in order to be a real estate investor. Today I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to look at the pros and cons of having a real estate license and help you make a decision as to whether you should sit for the licensing exam. I'm also going to tell you what I decided to do and why. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am totally pumped to bring this information to you. First, if you could help me out and hit the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. And as always, if you could help me out with the YouTube algorithm and smash that like button. You never need a license to sell or manage your own properties. In fact, there's an entire segment of the real estate industry devoted to that type of transaction. They're called FSBOs, which is an acronym, FSBO, or for sale by owner. If you want to sell or manage property for other people, however, you would need a real estate license. But what if you just want to be a real estate investor and manage or sell your own properties? Let's take a look at the pros and cons of getting a license in that case. What are the pluses and minuses? The pros are that a real estate license can help feed into your real estate investing business. As a licensed realtor, you will have access to the MLS or multiple listing service. The MLS is an online marketplace in which realtors list their clients' properties for sale. As a realtor, you will have access to the MLS early and often. You can make offers on a property as soon as they come online in the MLS, often before any other realtors can show the property to their clients and write up an offer on the property. Additionally, as a realtor, you should become familiar with your farm area. This is an area of town in which you market to people who might be interested in having you list their properties for sale. You will learn the best neighborhoods in your farm area. Additionally, as you become familiar with the area, you will learn what the pricing is in that area, what a good deal is, and what a good deal is not. Once you become familiar with the pricing in your farm area, as soon as a property in that area comes online in the MLS, you will immediately know if it's a good deal or not. If it's a really good deal, you can quickly write up an offer on the property and have an offer down on the property before any other realtor or any other investor or an owner-occupant can write up an offer on the property. Along those same lines, as a realtor, you can develop relationships with other realtors. Sometimes realtors will sell properties to people even before they put them on the MLS. These are called pocket listings and typically go to the realtor's best clients or someone they have a relationship with. As a realtor with a relationship with another realtor, you can get access to these pocket listings and make offers on them before they offer them to other clients or other realtors. Some of the best deals are often made before properties even hit the MLS. Finally, as a realtor, you are entitled to a commission on any real estate deal which closes, in which you being a buyer to the deal. This includes deals in which you are the buyer purchasing for your own portfolio. This commission is usually around 1.5% of the purchase price and can go a long way toward paying for your buyer's closing costs. The cons of being a licensed realtor are related to that licensing. As a licensed realtor, you have more due diligence that you have to take care of. You will be expected and held to a higher standard. The disclosure laws will apply even more stringently to you than a normal buyer. You are expected to know what the rules and regulations are since you're licensed. One time I had a discussion with the broker who was managing my underperforming property manager. He was trying to explain to me why they couldn't enter the property, couldn't evict the tenant who was there, and he was wrong, of course, and I could have quoted the statute, but he had told me that I was a licensed realtor and should have known better. It was simply easier for me to say, I'm not licensed, and that just ended the discussion. Additionally, as a realtor, you will need to find a broker who is willing to manage you. When I was looking at becoming licensed, I had a friend who said I could hang my license with him. But most brokers are going to expect you to be productive, to produce sales, because otherwise, why would they let you be a realtor in their brokerage? The broker is in it in order to make money, and the way they make money is by their realtors creating sales that they get a part of. You can expect to have costs as well as a realtor. They will be licensing costs. You might have marketing costs. You'll have costs to drive your farm area. Additionally, there will probably be costs related to your brokerage. The broker may charge you a fee to manage you. You may have a part of office expenses that the broker manages you and charges you. You could always sit for the broker exam as well, but then you'll have even more responsibility. You will be held even to a higher standard, and you will still have costs. For example, as a broker, you would need to have a physical presence, an actual office where you do business. Regardless, there are going to be costs upfront and ongoing as a realtor that real estate investors don't have. Instead, the real estate investor can take advantage of a realtor who already has incurred those costs and just use them to access the MLS and other advantages that the realtor has. Finally, the advantage I talked about, the MLS, may not be a huge advantage. Most of the deals in the MLS are priced at market value. They're not great deals. You'll need to spend a fair amount of time scouring the MLS in order to find the great deals among the ones that are simply priced fairly. I started out as a real estate investor long before I considered getting a license. I felt at that time that the time and costs and the disclosure requirements outweighed any of the benefits. I simply chose to work with other realtors rather than become licensed myself. Additionally, I was looking at properties out of state, so I would have had other costs and issues involved with getting a license in that state, but not living in that state. Many years after I started real estate investing, I actually did consider getting my license. I actually took the course and passed all of the interim tests, but at the end of the day, I decided not to sit for the licensing exam. If I were starting out, I would seriously consider getting my license, but only if I really wanted to sell real estate as a career, not simply if I wanted to use the license as a funnel for my real estate investing business. Especially because it's much easier now with all the courses being online, the inter exams being online. The only thing you really can't do in your house is sit for the licensing exam. It's much easier to get licensed now than it was when I was first starting out. That's what I think about getting your real estate license if you want to be a real estate investor. If you've made it this far in the video, I would appreciate it if you would engage with me. Go ahead and leave a question or a comment down below. I do read all my comments. This is Mark, and until I see you again, keep that cash register spinning.